Hey, it's been a while. You guys are probably asking the question of where I've been, what I've been doing. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there. This is on a different channel than the first one I had. The first one I had was a brand account on my school account, which got taken down because it was a brand account and it was on my school account. So when summer hit, my school account got taken down, which means the brand account got suspended. So the channel that was on that got suspended along with all the videos, which kind of sucks. But hey, we move on. So I managed to recreate this one. It's basically the same thing with a space, so I'm not too upset about it. I just wish I could put everything in the first name and have it be done. But main question you guys probably have is, where have I been? What's going on? And that is a interesting question and very personal, but I'm going to go ahead and answer it because you guys are loyal and you stuck around since the first channel. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you. 3 of my family members passed away. My great-grandmother passed away on November 15th at the age of 78. It was 10 days after her birthday, which was really rough. My aunt had passed away at 1 a.m. on Christmas Day, which was also very rough, but hey, what better way to pass away than on Jesus' birthday? That's what I thought. That's what I think. And we had to put my dog, my beloved pet, down on January 10th. I had come home sick from school that day, and I don't know if it was because I was actually sick or if I felt something inside, like something told me I need to get home, something's gonna happen. So regardless, I went home. And that's basically what's been going on. I've been going through a lot. I just got out of the mourning stage. It was really hard because originally the house I lived in, it was me, my great-grandmother, and my dog. And since my great-grandmother had passed away at the age of 78 due to a stroke, and my dog, that was by accident, and my dog passed away due to old age, and she'd lost control of her kidneys, it's now just me in the house. Well, it used to be until my sister and her boyfriend moved in. They got kicked out of their house, which I'm still questioning. Like, they got kicked out of the house and they just come live with me, like, what? But they've been helping out a lot. They've been helping take care of the house while I've got school, musical, work. They've been keeping the house running while I'm out and about. So that's that. Second question you guys probably have. What are you doing? Why are you recording here? What is this car you're sitting in? Well, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, this is not my great-grandmother's car. It is far from it. My great-grandmother's car was a 2004 Pontiac Bonneville SLE, around 205 horsepower. That car had some power to it. But sadly, a little bit of backstory behind it. My great-grandmother, before she passed away, gave me her car permanently. It wasn't in my name yet because I'm still 17 and underage to put a car in my name. So it was still in her name, but she gave it to me permanently because when she died, she was 78, so she was already too old and she didn't like to drive. So she gave me the car permanently. I started driving that back and forth from school to work. The car was fun. I loved it. It had a lot of room in it, and it was good. It was quick, and it got me back to back to back. Musical, work, and school. I got back and forth from all of those, and the car ran perfectly. But sadly, it was a Pontiac, and for those of you who have either heard about Pontiacs or know about Pontiacs, they rust easily. So the car itself is still at the house. Like, it's still at my house, but it is just gone. Like, the body is rusted, and you could, the thing that's wrong with it, it still runs perfectly. The battery's fine, the gas is still in the car, it's beautiful. It's only got 90, it's only got what, like 90, what? Oh my god, how much did it have? Like 90,000 miles on it. So it's still a good car. But the fact is, the metal got so rusty in the back that I looked in the trunk and all I saw was the fact that you could play with the strut that holds your tire in place. You could play with that like you were controlling an airplane. Like there was just a gaping hole where the metal had been holding the strut in. And since it was rusty and everything, the metal had broken off, creating that straight down hole where the strut is. So now the strut is just chilling in a hole, and every time I hit a bump, it moved back and forth. So my grandmother finally told me, enough's enough, the car is undrivable, we're just going to have to get you a new one. And this is the outcome. It went from a 2004 Pontiac Bonneville SLE to a beautiful 2010 Infiniti G37X. My great-grandmother's car had 205 horsepower. This baby's got 333. Nice! But, anyway, my great-grandmother's was a front-wheel drive. This one's an all-wheel drive, so obviously it's got a bunch of different kinks to it. So, you got the snow control right here in the center console. You guys can't see. I'm not moving the camera because it's perfect the way it is. But it's automatic. Actually, it's a snap shift, if you guys don't know what that is. Basically, I could put it in automatic, or I could snap it over to the left and put it in manual. So technically, it's a car that allows you to drive in automatic, but if you want to learn to drive manual, you can. It's a car that's comfortable. It's a car that's comfortable for both sets of drivers. You have the automatic drivers and then the manual drivers. Automatic, they do it all like, it's all like put it in drive and go. Manual, you switch it over, you either shift up or shift down. I need to learn to drive manual. I'm going to go ahead and be honest with you. I have no idea how to drive manual. So I'm glad this car has the option of automatic or manual. But this car is beautiful. Absolutely love it. It's got a sunroof right here. You guys can see it a little bit, but this thing right here isn't exactly helping any. But I mean, it's a good car, and obviously I got my fuzzy dice in the mirror. I got my parking pass for school. Sorry if you guys are hearing the static. Hold on, I'm just gonna... That was the radio going. The reason it was so staticky was because I have my Bluetooth adapter plugged in so that I could listen to my own music and not the trash that we hear on the radio. Oh, and it's also got... Oh, shoot me. If you guys were wondering what that was just now, that was the memory that I have for the car. I clicked the number 1 because it's a specific setting that I have set up myself to where it's perfect for me when I drive. This is the exact height that my steering wheel sits at, and obviously it's not just the steering wheel that moves, it's the entire dash thing that the camera is sitting on right now. It's this whole right here, this thing that the camera's sitting on. This whole thing right here goes down and up, or the steering wheel could come out. But, I mean, it's a nice car. I love it. It's got a little screen right here. It's not touchscreen, sadly. But it tells you, like, your average fuel economy, which mine is 22.6 right now. And it's got the distance to empty, which is 171. So, it's a good car. I love it. And obviously, horn. But it's a nice car. It's got Infiniti written on this. It's got Infiniti written on the seat. You guys can't see it because I'm too big for a car. You guys still can't see it because it's below the steering wheel. But it's got Infiniti written on the seats. It's got the wood finish on all the doors. It doesn't have like an actual like, oh my god, I can't remember what they call it. Like analog clock, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Where it actually says what time it is. No, it's got one of the clocks that you actually have to look at and read. Like it's got the little 2 hands just going, whatever you call that. I'm uneducated. But regardless, we're doing good. There's a little bit of fog on the back window. That's because I don't have the heat on. I don't have the defrosters. But that's basically what's going on. I'll probably do another video giving more of a like in-depth look of the car. Just right now, this is just a nice little video to get me back on YouTube. What was that voice crack? But this is just a nice little video to get me back on YouTube. And oh yeah, I forgot to mention, my car's got 166,000 miles on it. Like I said, it's a 2010, but it's only had 2 owners, no accidents reported, a beautiful service history, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all this car's got. And also, I don't know if you guys heard that. It sounds amazing. It's got a V6 VVEL under the hood. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Like I said, I'll go into a more depth look of the car when I actually get the time. But regardless, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys stick around the channel for a little bit longer, because I hope to do a lot more with this car to make it sound better, make it look better, and everything else in between. But regardless, I'm going to go ahead and end the video. I'm going to turn my radio back on and watch some more YouTube myself. And I'm going to turn the heat on so I can see outside of my car. But regardless, guys, talk to you guys later. Like, subscribe, comment down below what you guys want to see on the car. I'm not going to put the huge Avenger logos on the side of it, but I am going to put them back there on the little side mirror on the back door. I'm going to put one over there and then one on the exact opposite side. But regardless, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.